Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 3, Episode 197. And it is, Thursday. It's Thursday morning. I am on my way to the first casino. I've been on the road for 2 hours already. And I'm getting close to the first casino. This morning I had a lot of stuff I was working on. Stuff for the podcast, stuff for work, all kinds of things keeping me busy. Just had my first meeting in the car, and I'm continuing on. Right now the temperature is 66 outside, and it is light out. It is a cloudy day, but like kind of fluffy white clouds, not like nasty dark clouds or anything like that. So we're on our way, and our goal today basically is just to win $3,000. I'd like to get back the money that I lost yesterday, which was not too bad, and then build on that and keep moving forward. I do have one meeting this afternoon, and that is not going to be a problem, so everything is good there. I need to keep my teams alive. Luckily, yesterday was not an issue with that because it was a day off. Now, one thing that happened yesterday at my meeting, my evening meeting, is although I have next week off, I do have a meeting early on Monday, which is gonna stink, which means that I may have to play poker Monday and then have the meeting in the afternoon. It's gonna be at like 4:30 Monday. So I can't really go anywhere. There's no way I can get anywhere and back that fast. So what I may do is play some slots in the morning, maybe 2 sessions of slots, and then go play poker and then do that. So unfortunately, that's a lost day. Now I'm just kind of thinking things through here. What I could do is maybe 1 or 2 overnights next week, depending on what's going on at home. I'll talk to the wife tonight about that. But basically this first spot, we're going to be playing a few slots, and then we're going to move on to another place, try to make $1,000 at blackjack, and then from there we're kind of limited, so we may or may not be able to get 1 or 2 other blackjack sessions in. So I'd love to be able to get 3 blackjack sessions in, make $800 to $1,000 on each of them. Not too bad. I will be going back down to a $50 table again. Man, every time I stick my neck out and I go back to the $100 tables, I get my butt beat, and I don't know what it is right now, but this negative variance. I dropped down to the $25 and $50 tables and had my best week in a long time. And then I moved back up to the $100 tables and got my butt kicked again. So it's all right. We're working on it. We're moving in the right direction, and we're not going to be too overzealous. We're going to just take it one step at a time, and we're going to build on things, and everything's going to be fine. One thing about this podcast is I keep it real, and I let you know what's really going on. I let you know the emotions, the raw feeling about what's going on all the time. It's not like some scripted, hey, let me play back some hands for you and make myself look great. If I make mistakes, I tell you I made mistakes, and I'm still kicking myself over the one hand that I couldn't double down because I bought in for too much. I had $500 more room on that one. This was like a week ago, and I could have bought in for $500 and doubled for less, and I didn't do that, and I would have won that hand. Would have been $3,000 swing. Well, it would have been, instead of losing $1,000, it would have been making $1,500, so $2,500 swing. But everything turned out okay by the end of that day anyway. I try to analyze these things that I did wrong. And then there was actually on that same hand, there's another mistake where the count was high enough where I should have stayed on the 15, and I still would have won the hand, and that would have been $1,000 gain instead of $1,000 loss. But the pit boss was standing right there. I should have just waved it, and I didn't. I hit it, and I ended up with a 7. and busted, of course. But anyway, that's in the past. We're moving on. Alright guys, I am back. I actually just cleaned up my phone a little bit, took a lot of these recordings off. I am going to download the whole podcast onto my computer for safekeeping, but it takes so much space on my phone. It cleared up 20 hours of recording time just in the last week because I have to record each segment, then combine them into one, so that doubles the space, and then convert it, so that triples the amount of space that it takes. But anyway, I just got out of this place, and I was expecting to be in there for about 30 minutes or so. Ended up being in there for almost exactly an hour. So I walk in, going through my usual motions, and I find the machine right away at two different bet levels. I play them both. I'm ahead $108, I believe. So not bad. I'm doing okay. I'm only in for $100. I walk away, looking around, and these guys are doing some kind of updates on the machines. I know they do have someone in every casino go around every day and write down all the jackpots and how much they've risen for that day and all that kind of stuff. But these guys were doing something different, and they were mainly looking at machines that were turned off. So I think they might have been some technicians from the slot companies that were there. So anyway, I'm dancing around them trying to check machines without being too obvious. And in fact, like, sometimes I'll see this one guy. I don't know why I'm always annoyed by him. He's probably a super nice guy, but I'm always annoyed when I see him. And so when I see him coming, I'm like pretending to look at these crappy machines that you can't beat. And anyway, I find another machine and play that one through. I end up losing a couple dollars on that one, and that was insane because that was pretty much ready to go, and I still ended up getting like 0% on the run up, and then by the time I got paid, all I did is break even or lose a couple dollars. So I move on. I find another play. I make like $10. Let me think here. Okay, and then I go to the front where I came in, and I check these machines last because they don't get a lot of action anymore. People have been burned by them so quickly that although it's a new machine, people avoid them already. So anyway, I check it. I see a borderline play. Like I said, I started with 100. I've got like 310 now or something like that. I play that through, and I end up leaving that machine with like a $150 voucher. I'm like, come on now. There's 4 of these machines. I checked the second one, nothing. Third one, nothing. Someone just got up off the 4th one. I sit there. I do find one play there, and it's a similar play to what I just played and lost money. And I play that one through, and it actually pays really well. And it hits in a timely manner, and the run-up pays pretty well. And by the time I leave that machine, I have a voucher for $1,084. So 100 into 1,084 is plus $984. And that was worth the hour, right? That's better than blackjack has been so far. I mean, I remember 3 months where I made $70,000 on blackjack, but then other times it's like you can't win a hand. Anyway, right now I'm continuing on to the next place. I've already missed the shift change by the time I get there, so I'm not going to have as much opportunity. But, we got a great start to the day, and we'll see how things go. Temperature right now is 68 degrees. It's a bright but cloudy day, and we're continuing on here. So I'll be back after my next stop. All right, guys, I am back. So I go into the next casino, and I look at slots, and I make like $10 right away. Nothing else though. Only found one small play, actually 2 tiny plays, and they both paid terribly. So then I go look for a blackjack table, and they're giving some stuff away, which right now as I'm leaving, there's a flood of cars coming toward the casino. And they had closed a bunch of tables because they wanted people to be able to stand in line for the giveaway. And the tables that they opened up instead are, of course, our favorite 6 to 5 tables. So there were no tables in I found one table to play basically. Other than that, there were no other tables that were hit 17, 6 deck, 3 to 2. That's pretty pathetic. So not only they're giving away something to entice you to come in, but then when you do come in, they're paying you terribly. So unfortunately, that's the way things are here. So I did find one table to sit at, and I noticed something unusual. The pit boss, who's normally not very talkative, doesn't want to talk to me, doesn't want to be around me, all of a sudden has a lot of interest in me. And I'm wondering what the heck is going on, because that's not the way that this guy normally is. He keeps to himself. Now, there weren't any other people playing in the pit, but it's very unusual. And I did notice, I've been playing long enough now, I know some of the things that they do at the computer. They're typing in your bet level. So you see them walk by, they tap the screen, they walk away. They're confirming your bet level. So he's standing there, putting in my bet amount, hand after hand after hand. And then by the time I'm ready to leave, he's like trying to talk me out of leaving. He's like, "Oh, are you sure you want to leave? You're just getting started. You're doing okay." And I'm like, this is a little bit fishy, so I'm going to be more careful. In fact, I remember saying when I sat down, I said, I don't think I'm going to raise at all. I've been doing so bad lately. And then I did end up raising, but, I was just trying to say something to kind of be a normal ploppy. So I bought in for 500 initially and lost that, bought in for 500 more, and then things leveled out at that point, and played for a while till a shoe ended, and I was ahead over 500. I was ahead actually 900, and so I packed up to leave, and he's like, "Oh, are you sure you want to leave?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because you're acting kind of odd right now too." So hopefully, he can get me rated at those low levels. I was only betting the whole time I was at the table. I never got higher than a true 1, so I never really bet high. So examine that. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, I did play slots again after I left the blackjack area. As I said, I was ahead like $11. I got as high as being ahead like $22, $24, and as low as being down 50 or 60, but really couldn't find anything decent to play. And by the time I left, I was ahead $11. So plus 900 on the blackjack, plus 11 on the slots. And we're going to move on to a less friendly place, and we'll see how it goes there. Even less good games and even more fearful pit bosses, although there are 2 pit bosses here that would be very friendly to me if they're around. I don't know if they will be or not, but if I'm in a pinch and I have to buy in for over 10,000, they will just put me in as another player. So that at least is one thing going for me. On the other hand, who wants to be in for over 10,000, right? So okay guys, I am back. So not the most exciting visit, but it was okay. I go to this place and look at slots, and I find one play. It was okay, not the best play, but I played it through, and I was down $31 on that play, and then went and played some blackjack and bought in for 500, then another 5, and then a third 500 before things turned around a little bit, leveled out, and then I bopped around there for a while. I was down around 500 or 600 for a while, and then ended up leaving ahead $600. So plus 600 on the blackjack, minus 31 on the slots. I saw a friend there, and he's actually going to the casino I just came from. I'm going to go ahead and go back there again, and I'll meet him there. It's better than the other one that I was going to go to. By the time I get there, I'm going to have about an hour and 20 minutes before a meeting for work. So if I have a blackjack session, it's going to need to be quick. Otherwise, slots and I'm going to probably use some points to get some food as well. So that's what's going on right now. Decent day, still developing. Hopefully get a little bit better, and I'll come back and update you. All right, guys, I am back. I'm just leaving this place again. I went in and looked at some slots first, played one machine and won $72. Then I went and looked at blackjack, found something, and played there until that play was gone, and was ahead $40 on that table. Then I had to move tables, went to another table. It was empty, and within 5 minutes there was a total of 5 people at the table. I ended up leaving that table even, and then going to another table, and then at that table ended up making $400 before having to leave again. So because it was just so busy, couldn't really stick around too long. But between all the tables, all 3 tables combined, I ended up making $440, and then the $72 on the slots. And then I waited in line to get some food. Took him 12 minutes to get to me. Finally got to me, ordered my food. I thought I was getting a grilled chicken sandwich, but in fact I was getting chicken salad. So got some chicken salad, which I'm going to be eating here in the car, and got some yogurt for later on, and we're going to move on to another place. My timing is all off right now. I ended up in there too long, so now I'm going to be doing my meeting in the car, but I was hoping to be close to my next casino by the time that meeting ended, and I'm not going to at this point. Just too busy, and traffic is horrendous right now. So got to get out of town, start heading toward the next casino, and hopefully we have some luck there, and I'll set up my meeting here in the next. All right, guys, back on the road again. I ended up having to stop for that meeting, and then ended up not needing my help. So they called on me to talk. I start talking, and then someone else took over, and then they didn't need me to talk anymore, and I was just sitting at a gas station. So I continued my trip during the rest of the meeting, and right now I'm still kind of far away from the next spot. I'm about 40 minutes away, and just continue my trip here, and then I'll come back and update you, let you know how things go. So I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So this is actually the second time I've tried to record this. I've had 3 calls in the meantime, but I went into this next casino and started looking around and saw all kinds of people checking machines, people I knew, people I didn't know, all kinds of people. So needless to say, I found very little. I found one small play, lost $9 on that one, found another one, made $15 on that one, and that was all I could find. I ended up leaving that session. I had $4. That's all that there was. I was searching too. I was really trying to find something. I did talk to a couple friends while I was in there, and we got to catch up a little bit and stuff, but really that was about it. There was nothing more. I mean, I got free food in there, but what more do I need right now? So that's it. Interesting day. Ended up ahead about 3150, I believe, so that makes up for the 2200 I lost yesterday, and puts us over 11,000 for the week. Tomorrow's going to be a big day because it's been pretty anemic other than Sunday, and then next week is going to be really big. I'm looking at 1, maybe 2 overnights next week, and maybe possibly going pretty far next week. So I'm just thinking of all the options, and if I go to a faraway city, will there be enough casinos in the area to be able to support what I need as far as tables and slot machines and things like that, or am I just wasting my time and I should just stay with the 15 main casinos that I hit and the 20-something casinos that I sometimes hit? That's what's going through my mind right now. I did not finalize Vegas yet. I need to talk to coach and see if he's going, and we can coordinate our days. I do need to get points with a couple different companies, so I need to plan accordingly to be able to get points to keep my status with at least one, maybe two. One of them I don't care as much about, but I'd like to keep it up if I can, just for all the free stuff you get. So that's what's going on right now. Let's do our segments. What did you eat today, MW? Today I had that chicken salad that I ordered by mistake. I thought it was grilled chicken. It was not that great. It was about a 7 on a scale of 2 through ace. And I had some yogurt with some berries on the bottom of it, large size. It was like a 16-ounce cup with yogurt. Absolutely delicious. It really hit the spot. And the strawberries that were in there were kind of like that syrup strawberry stuff. You know what I mean? It's like real strawberry, but it's kind of like, I don't know, thick stuff around it. So it was, not perfect, but it was really good. And I would give that probably a 10 on a scale of 2 through ace. So, and then what did you tip today, MW? I'm thinking back here. I had no slot W2s, so there's $0 there. And I had 5 tables that I played at. The first one I won 900, tip 0. The second one I won 600, tip 0. Third, fourth, and fifth I won $40, $0, and $400, and I tipped 0. I don't know if you see a theme here to these or not, but I do sometimes. It's just usually not. So that's what the deal is there. Right now, heading toward home. It's 72 degrees outside, cloudy skies, and starting to get kind of gloomy outside. But we had a decent day, and we're going to try to build on it tomorrow, at least duplicate it tomorrow. So for now, I'm going to let you go. If you have any